Temu tempted me again. So here we are with another load of camping gear and random knickknacks for me to check out. At this point, I am obliged to inform you that if you download the Temu app through the link in the description or by searching the code below, you will get a $100 coupon bundle for free. Well, here we are again with another batch of camping gear from Temu. So I like to have a theme when I do these little shopping excursions. First of which, you may remember the ammo can cafe, and I put it together specifically for making coffee, but I saw somebody using their Stanley lunchbox, which is what this is based on, to cook with. Like, I wondered if I can, with a few additions, turn this into a tiny, fully functioning kitchen. This whole update is based on one new addition, which is not from Temu, but I got this little tiny fuel canister. It's refillable because I tried using my usual butane stove and there's just like not enough room. So I got this tiny fuel canister. So I'll need a little stove to put on this. So this is one of those cases where I requested one item and I got my substitute item. So I had requested a teeny tiny little backpacking stove. I got my second choice, which is a little bigger. It's still tiny, but not as tiny as the other one. I have not tried to hook it on here yet because I literally just filled this up. So why not try it now? Let's see, should I screw it on first and then open it up, or vice versa? Oh, it does have an igniter, so I think the tiny one did not have an igniter, so maybe this works out. We'll see. So I'm gonna screw it on, I think. Oh, the little, whatever this thingy is, the fuel knob is spring-loaded and it scares the heck out of me when I open it, so make sure it's on there tight. Well, that's still pretty cute and adorable and small. Now how do you open it? Oh, okay. That's pretty easy. And then they go like this. You can lock those open. Kind of want them evenly spread out, and then these flip out. All right. I'm not sure if I want to light this for the first time in the house. So I'll test this later in the video outside, but so far I'm into it. That's our little fuel. Now, my concern about having it in here, I like it because it's its own windscreen, but as far as lighting the stove in this confined space is a little concerning. Like, I can't get both hands in here to turn on the gas and ignite it. It would have to be one at a time. Turn on gas, ignite. I might actually do it with a lighter. Anyway, okay, so that was the stove. The next thing is the grate that goes on the top. And this is another one. This is on me. I did not measure how wide this is. I just wung it. And I requested a square one of these guys, and I got the round one. And I'm almost positive it's going to be too small for this application. Let's see. Yeah, definitely. I wanted it to kind of sit on the edge like this, but you can fit it in there, which might be better. I guess it depends on how big your cooking vessel is. So for a little pot, that would probably be fine. Speaking of, one little cooking pot / mug. How big this is? I don't know, significant. You could definitely cook in that. Pretty stable. These wavy wires really lock into the grippy parts of the stove, So I will take it out when I'm done with all this so you can see it from all around, but that's a cook setup. I have a backup plan. Because this doesn't fit on the edge, we have this guy from my last order, which I have clearly been using. So it can fit, if you kind of squeeze the legs together, just like that. So, I kind of dig it, and it looks like a good height. Now with this, you know, when I saw it, I had to have it. Knowing my affinity for pie irons / sandwich makers, I saw this guy and I just had to have it because it folds. I should be able to fit it. Oh my gosh, it's like it was meant to be. I didn't even know if it would fit on end. I was going to do it sideways, but totally. I bet you it fits even better this way. Magic. Oh, okay, there we go. Hey, hey. What? Can you clamp it shut? Yes, you can clamp it shut. This might be my new favorite. Also, one thing I have to have with my pie irons is, or my sandwich makers, you can take it apart. And then you have a fry pan. I don't love that it's beveled. I usually like a more straight side, but I can live with the bevel. What if we did it this way? Little stove. Let's put this guy on here. That guy on there. Well, that gets right up in there. I'm into it. All right. Next group of items. I call these camp organization, I guess. A little bit of aesthetic, just kind of, yeah. You'll see what I mean. Okay, let's start with, gosh, I'm not sure what's what. Oh, okay. Okay, I think I know what this one is. Let's see. This one has been showing up in my social feed ads for a while, and it must have finally gotten to me. I have an idea of what I want to do with this. So it's a little shelfie thing. Ah, don't stick your fingers in there. How high does it go? Oh, it goes really high. So it's a little expandable shelf thingy. So if you watched the camping coffee off, I did kind of whinge a little bit about not having the little holder for my espresso maker where it'll hold and you can pull your cup out without having to detach. So my thought was this: if I take this bar off, cut it, and then sort of put some cross bracing so it doesn't fall in, and then that'll hold my coffee doodah, and I could have my cup in there and I could pull it out. And I could put all my little other coffee knickknacks in here. This is how it always turns out, is that I make new projects for myself. So that's nice, I'm happy with that. It comes with a little carrying bag, which is nice too. Got your little camping gear. Oh, okay. This big guy contains more boxes. Lots of little rods. Clamp. I hope this one comes with a bag because there are a lot of pieces. Ah, it does have a bag. I have to fast forward this part because there is some assembly required. where to begin? Maybe. And this goes like this. This clamp goes down here. Where does this go? I think this goes at the top. So the clamps are not going to work because our table's too thick, but this is for a camping table anyway. But just for demonstration purposes, this goes on your camping table. And you can hang things from here. And this is a little thing to suspend a lantern from, I think. I'm not sure how it works. And then these are threaded at the very top. So for example, this little fuel canister, there's a threaded bottom. And so if they have little lanterns that you can put on here, you can screw it up here. So that's one thing. My little minty color lantern has a screw bottom I could put up here. So yeah, that's what this is. I'll set it up out in the garden and we'll do the whole display just like we're pretend camping. I have something else that goes with this, I think is what the last package is. So. Oh, more assembly. Having 3 tiny little rods seems silly. And in case you haven't figured it out yet, it's a lantern. Okay, so the bottom has got magnets. Interesting. Theoretically, it's magnetic. There we go. Okay. I'm going to assume that's the bottom. I still don't understand how this attaches to this. Maybe it goes like this. And then this bolt goes in the bottom. Uh-huh. I hope I don't run out of SD card before I finish this. And then this lamp goes on here. What are the chances it's got any juice in it? Some. That's one way you can do it. So you can put it on your rack like that, or put it up like that. That's awesome. Cute, cute, cute. All right. We are down to the last few items. So we got one big one and a couple little ones. And I don't really have a category for this other than I just wanted to try it, see what happens. I was curious. This is a solar fan. Watch out, I have an idea. It's only operated by solar. There is no battery. So that means that it will only operate if there is sunlight, not at nighttime, not if it's cloudy, nothing like that. My idea is this. I want to make a little folding panel that will fit in the sunroof of the 4Runner so that when I'm parked and it's the daytime, I can put this up there and it'll vent out the warm air. I don't expect to get a lot of movement. These are meant for chicken coops, stuff like that. I'm just gonna wing it without looking at the directions because that is how I do. So purely for ventilation, that is it. Vent the hot air out. I don't know if this lamp is gonna provide enough juice. Apparently not. So we're gonna have to take this outside and check it out. Let's go ahead and at least finish the unboxing with the little stuff because I will spend every last dime that they give me in my allowance, down to the cent. So I got a bag of these little GoPro extensions. I think that this is a short one. I got 2 short ones, 2 long ones, just to modify the roof mount for my GoPro, which I got from Prinsu. It wasn't exactly what I was hoping for. I thought it was going to be a swivel too, but they are just straight up and down. So I still have to get a swivel, but did the job. And I'm actually using 2 or 3 of them on the GoPro right now up in the chandelier. And finally, utterly frivolous. Another thing, I got socially influenced. I got influenced on social media. Come on. I saw people drinking out of soda cans with the top completely removed. And so this is what this does, is you spin it on the can and it takes the entire top off. However, I do see that the blades clamp outside of the safety ring rather than inside the safety ring. So with the safety ring completely removed, you're left with a bit of a razor edge on the can. So definitely use a straw. Otherwise you might end up looking like the Joker. All right, I've got stuff set up out here in the garden, so I can give you some updates. First of all, fans are cranking. Oh, you can see just putting my arm here slows them down a little bit. They are moving some air. So I'm excited to put that panel together. Got my other little shelf thingy here. This one, let me zoom out a little bit. This one was a little finicky on this kind of table. So just note, if you have one of these roll top camping tables, you can't really put it on the end because it just kind of leans back. It has to be on that edge. Even then, you know, it's fine. It's not nothing's gonna go anywhere. I wouldn't cook up here. I just have the stove sitting there, but it's fine for some little things like that. If you had a solid top table, it would probably be better. So you can see it a little better from this angle. Yeah, but it's neat. I figured out the lantern hook. This straight part just goes into the hole on this cap, and then they put the little nut on, and this thing, you can swing it in and out, and I got that little lantern on there. So yeah, it's 106 right now, so I'm not gonna light the burner. In fact, I'm gonna bring it in the house because it's just too hot. We'll come out tonight and we'll try the lights, we'll try the stove, see how it goes. But so far, I think I got a good selection this time. Also of note, the back sides of these are completely open. And yeah, I made the mistake of moving them and totally touched my finger. It just thumped me, but yeah. I might have put some sort of grate or something on the back side because I'm an idiot. Definitely use your little cup. Overall, I'm pretty pleased with this round of items, and I cannot wait to try them out in nature. If you would like to see how they fare out there, be sure to check out my next camping video.